BFR, Raffle Jingo, my people, follow who no road. His Excellency Simon Ekpanjoku, na him they carry us enter Biafra. He dey play the show, no be lie. The good guy, Prime Minister of Biafra Republic Government, in exile, when dey for Obodo Yibo, Finland, with him government, na him they do the wonder. Say make you join, follow up, e go sweet you for body. Freedom today, better for you and your pikin dem. I dey tell you, e can still bring ogbonge raffle draw with big money when you go win. I dey tell you, no be lie. Starting from on the 29th of November, go reach December 3rd. Now this thing dey happen 2024. And make I shock you, the money, it makes sense well. $20 and total winning prize $10,000. A first prize $5,000, third prize $2,000. BFR, no sit down, no sit down. Look, na dog name. They want from here gather money to build Biafra, where you they cry for sins. You go also win too.
A referendum is a right, yo.
Bergie USA is welcoming our Obataobi, His Excellency Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ikpa, to United States USA for a town hall meeting, and Bergie, Texas will be presenting the Kola Nut, Iwa Oji. Therefore we are inviting wonderful people of Biafra, friends of Biafrans, well-wishers and all lovers of freedom to this great event.
We are going home.
Welcome, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom across the world. I welcome you to this amazing platform. Thank you so much for joining us on this program, wherever you are joining from. If you are joining us from Asia, from Europe, from America, from Australia, from Canada, from New Zealand, whichever part of the world you are joining us, you're joining from Israel, from Russia, I welcome you and appreciate you for being part of this program. Please, I urge you to help us to like and share this program. Share on all your platforms, share to family and friends. Make sure that someone gets this message. The radical evangelism of the message of Biafra is something that every one of us must get engaged in. You never can tell who can come across the video. Please kindly like and share. Today is Saturday and weekend, the 26th of October 2024. I welcome you once again to this very platform. Every one of us, wherever you are. Remember, this is Biafra Exodus Hard Talk TV, a platform where we bring information that has to do with the restoration of independent state of Biafra. A platform where we expose the evil agenda of the Zoological Republic. A platform where we bring information coming from the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic of Exile, Mazi Simon Ekpa. Wonderful Biafrans. It is another day, another weekend. Remember, every weekend Biafrans come together to make their fundraising, to contribute to support the restoration of Biafra, to support our liberation army. It is very important, more especially as we are getting closer to the declaration of the restoration of independence of Biafra. A lot is going to be happening. A lot is going to happen. You must continue to make your contribution, no matter how little. Try and make your contribution. Today is fundraising. Make sure you join the fundraising. All you need to do is to go to the site and make your donation and then provide your receipt. Remember, the donation to Biafra restoration is 247. You can do it anytime from your comfort zone online. All you need to do is to go to the flyer, watch carefully, and you will see the website. Just follow the website, follow the link, and you will make your donation. Fellow Biafrans, a lot is happening. It is no longer news that Nigeria is an Islamic state. Today, they are boldly and openly trying to legalize the Islamic State of Nigeria. We have said it for a very long time. Mazi Nani cried about it. Our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa cried about it. We speak about it on various platforms. Even some people in the same Zoological Republic have come to make revelations, but people don't seem to pay attention. Finally, today, it is coming to the open. We have seen the news going everywhere, where debates are being held. Debates being held in the public about extending Sharia law to all the states in the Zoological Republic. Are you surprised? Don't have to be surprised. You don't have to be surprised. More is coming. But all you have to do is to thank the Biafran people, thank the Liberation Army, thank Mazin Nandekano for making Biafrans to prepare before now. The Zoological Republic of Nigeria is going to end. If it doesn't end, definitely they are going to Islamize you. Because of that, it will end so that every region will go to their own area and practice whatever they want to practice. That is all we ask for. Let the Oduduwa go their separate ways, Arewa go their separate ways, and the Biafrans go their separate ways. The Middle Belt can be on their own also. That is the only solution to what is coming. If you don't wake up and begin to prepare your own people, you are going to face the consequence of your action. In case you think it's a joke, this revelation didn't start today. It started a long time ago. And I will refresh your memory for you to understand that the revelation for this, what is happening today, didn't start today. Let's watch.
It's not about ransom. They just want to pass a message. We can come in. We can do what we need to do. And there are some hardliners in this government that are sponsoring this kind of narratives. They just want to show that they can Islamize this country. They think about Taliban. They think about the Mujahideens. And they want to replicate it in this country. And they don't care what happened. They simply don't care. As long as at the end of the day, there's Sharia and there is whatever thing they have in their head they want to achieve. So these people that are sending messages are sponsored by Nigerians. You remember this Boko Haram issue started since 2012. Yeah. And I was in the military intelligence that time. We arrested those people. It is my organization that actually conducts interrogation and interview. And they mention names. I mean, I can't come on the air and start mentioning names of people that are presently in government now that I know. Presently in government. That the boys that we arrested mentioned. Some of them are governors now. Some of them are in the Senate. Some of them are in Asu Rock. The intention is to Islamize Nigeria and practice Sharia. And it doesn't matter if some people die. It doesn't matter if you're embarrassed. It doesn't matter if our economy has generated. Look at the interest rate. Look at the inflation rate. Look at the debt profile of Nigeria. They don't care. As long as at the end, the Quran is at the sea. So some people in this country have this mindset. And we must tell the truth. If you tell the truth, you die. If you don't tell it, you die. Some people have this mindset to Islamize the nation. And they are in the government. And people know them. The DSS know them. The NIA know them. The DIA knows them. You can't succeed without an inside person. And this attack you saw has insiders collaboration.
Now you understand that the Islamization of Nigeria is not a joke. It is definitely going to happen. It doesn't matter what you do or how you say it. The people that are planning it are on the top. No amount of legislation is going to stop it. It will never stop. You have heard it clearly from a top security officer in the zoo. Now you understand why the Biafrans are not looking back. Now you understand why Biafrans are fighting hard. We have made it very, very clear. We are not against any Islamic states. We are not against your religion. We are not against your faith. But what we are saying is that you must not force people against their will to get into something they never signed up for. If you want to practice your Sharia law, go your separate ways and take your Islamic state and then establish the Sharia law. We can equally be friends and do business together if we choose to. That will create more security in every region. The Arewas, they have already embraced Sharia and they are practicing already. So why don't you just separate yourself and be on your own peacefully and do what you have to do? Why not the Southwest be on their own, the Dudua people be on their own and do what they want to do? Why not allow Biafrans to live peacefully in their own secular state and do what they have to do? This is all we ask. And I hope with time, you will understand. It is sad and saddened that the world pretend not to see what is happening in Nigeria. The British that brought this problem still pretended not to know what is happening in Nigeria, but they know. They are part of it. They caused it, they formed it, and they sponsor it. But today, they play ignorance of what is happening. They are not ignorant. The British know very well what is happening in the Zulu Republic, but because of their own interests, because they want to continue to take things free from the zoo, that is why they do not care about how you feel. They don't care about how I feel. All they need to do is to continue to support the terrorist government of Nigeria. In case you think they do not know what is happening in the zoo, I want you to listen to this video. You will now understand that the British and other Western countries, they know what is going on. But finally, they won't do anything because it is for their interests that the destabilization will continue. Watch this.
Hi, thanks for that introduction. And you're so right about the interconnectedness of everything. I mean, we spend so much time on talk, focusing on the issues that are number one of importance to the UK. And, I personally spend a huge amount of time, frankly, ranting about illegal immigration and, the mass movement of people and the loss of control of our borders. And often people who disagree with where I stand on immigration will point to what's going on in the rest of the world as a driving force for the displacement of people. And it's increasingly obvious that Nigeria is on the brink of becoming, well, first of all, it's on the brink of economic meltdown. There is social meltdown. We can go into a long list of the problems that it's facing. That has real potential repercussions for us here in the UK. First of all, we should care about Nigeria because of our historic links to the country. It's a Commonwealth country. There are very, very large numbers of Nigerians now living in the UK, nearly 300,000, so a big diaspora. And what is happening there today, the utter mess that country is in, has big implications, because I think we're likely to see an increasing number of Nigerians making their way as genuine refugees, not as economic opportunists, real refugees, to the UK, where they know that there are, they've got shared language, they will be welcomed. And of course, that has implications for our own ability to absorb yet more people.
Yeah, I mean, what I think is worth pointing out as well, that when you look at Africa and when you look at the economic powerhouses, Nigeria is one of them. It dominates the economies of West Africa. It is a huge oil-producing nation as well. And like you said about our diaspora, when you look at the leadership contest in the Conservative Party taking place right now, there's a very good chance that actually the next leader of the Conservative Party will be a Nigerian by birth. And this is a very important country. I've worked in Nigeria myself. I love Nigeria, actually. It has its problems for sure. And actually, those of us old enough to remember the Biafran War will know that when things go very wrong in Nigeria, they can go extremely wrong indeed. Nigeria, like most other African countries, has oftentimes been blighted by inter-ethnic wars and people who want to seek separatism and so on and so forth. But the situation had calmed down. There'd always been an agreement in Nigeria that leadership was shared between a southerner with a deputy from the north, and then that reversed. And that is the way that Nigeria has managed to keep a hold on its functionality for a long time. But that model over the course of the last sort of decade or so has rather been eroded. But tell us what's going on today over there, Isabel.
Well, what's going on is it's only fairly recently that Nigeria had presidential elections. So the incumbent, Bola Tinubu, has only been in position since 2023. And unfortunately, having come to office on a platform of, usual story, yes, I'm going to absolutely root out corruption, I'm going to improve the economy, I'm going to make everyday life easier for Nigerians, has presided over making things quite demonstrably worse. It's been an absolute disaster with rocketing inflation. I mean, we think we've had a nightmare with inflation in our country. Currently, inflation in Nigeria is running at about 32.5%. Food inflation even higher, right up 37, 38%. That has actually left a lot of Nigerians quite literally starving. You know, when did you last hear about famine in Nigeria? Well, it's a real thing. Then there's a whole mess over Nigeria's fuel subsidy. You talked earlier about Nigeria being very rich in resources, and here's the irony. You know, it has all this oil and gas, and unfortunately still doesn't seem to be able to provide it at an affordable rate for its own citizens. And the president removed the fuel subsidy, but didn't put any safety net in. And, you know, the fuel subsidy is extremely controversial, and there are many arguments for and against having it. But what you don't do is rip it away and then leave people without anything to turn to. So now you've got people who are unable to afford to heat and light their homes. And among all of this, as a backdrop, you've got rampant corruption. I mean, if you ask people in this country, what do you associate Nigeria with? Unfortunately, the answer you're likely to get is still going to be corruption. Well, that has just gone on steroids under this current administration. And also the persecution of journalists. And that is very, very sinister. That's ramped up under this administration. So poor Nigerian citizens, you know, they thought they've got a new regime, that things will get better. And in fact, here they are, you know, with a president who seems entrenched. And the question is there any possibility of getting rid of him? He's supposedly at the moment on a working vacation in London. That is sitting very badly with voters in Nigeria who feel, well, hang on a minute, your country's in flames and you've poodled off to the UK. We're not quite sure what you mean by a working vacation, but now, my friend, is no time to be on a holiday. So I think the sands are shifting. It's unclear when or if or how he might be displaced, kicked out, you know, made to step down in some way. But there's an awful lot of people hoping for change.
Blimey, it's dreadful to hear that is a situation that Nigeria is in. Isabel, thank you ever so much. It's brilliant covering stories from all over the world. It's something I think we need to do more often.
Now you have heard from the colonial master, and it is now clear that they know the problem of Nigeria and what Nigeria is facing. They know that Nigeria cannot work and cannot survive, but they don't have the balls to speak about it because Nigeria being bad is for their own interests. They form this very system to make sure it continues to favor them. They do not care. Even though when they come their line, they speak all their grammars. They know the problem of Nigeria. But this time we are not waiting for them. And Biafra, we definitely walk out of the zoo. Wherever you are watching from, prepare. If you are an indigenous person in the zoo, prepare. Because the end has come. Thank you for watching this program. Please like and share to other platforms. And I wish you a very happy weekend. Airborne.
Biafra is a home. A referendum is a right, yo.
Bergie USA is welcoming our Obataobi, His Excellency Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa to United States USA for a town hall meeting, and Bergie, Texas will be presenting the Kola Nut, Iwa Oji. Therefore we are inviting wonderful people of Biafra, friends of Biafrans, well-wishers and all lovers of freedom to this great event.
We are going home.